Welcome to UAPB Currents. Today we're here with Angel Burt, who is here to talk about the Nubian Natural Hair and Fashion Show that is being put on at the Metroplex Event Center in Little Rock, Arkansas on February 20th. Welcome to the show, Angel.
Well, thank you, Shelley, for having me.
We've seen you, I know people have probably seen you around at a lot of different events. You're all over the place, especially in Little Rock, and so they've seen your face before, but you might be new to our UAPB Currents audience. So I'd like you to take this opportunity to introduce yourself to our UAPB Currents audience and tell them a little bit about how you got into fashion, and not just fashion, but a love for natural fashion and hair and skin and health and all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, my name is Angel Burt, and I am a professional beauty artist. I've been a professional model now for over 20 years, and started out when I was a teenager and just has blossomed out to now becoming a model coach. Again, I'm a beauty expert. I do makeup as well, and have been natural, I say, all my life. I just decided to stop perming my hair.
Right.
But and you're right. I have a health component, a wellness component that's all encompassing. I think it's very important as far as beauty is concerned to start beauty from the inside out, and so it's good to know the things that you're eating and be aware of those things as well. So again, beauty starts on the inside and reflects on the outside. So that's the reason that my slogan or my motto is for Angel Face Beauty is beauty with a purpose, fulfilling that beautiful purpose for women, empowering women, and that sort of thing. And beauty does that for all women, I think.
One of the things that I find interesting and fascinating about you and how you perceive beauty and beauty with women is how you incorporate the natural component with things that some people may think of like makeup and say, oh, well, how can you be natural and be putting on makeup all the time and this and that? But you have a beautiful mission statement that I find, think that is appropriate, and of how you incorporate that natural aspect with the outer beauty of it.
Thank you very much. And I think that beauty is defined by women all differently. I will say, as a beauty artist for a very long time, for over 15 years now, that the women that sit in my chair, we're all really alike. We want that beauty to be enhanced.
Yes.
We really don't want to cover up the beauty, and I don't want to cover it up either. So, and I want to meet people or women where they are, wherever they are in the facet in their lives. They may be a mother, and they're not going to want a lot of makeup. Mm-hmm. Most women really want just a really natural, everyday look. And then you can transition into something a little bit more when you're doing evening or something like that. But I think that beauty with a purpose motto for me is really looking and filling my clients' needs. Mm-hmm. And so that's really important to me. And where it may not be important to a lot of other people, but it's important to me because I want that woman to feel like her needs are being met by me.
Right. One of the things that I read in the bio that you gave for the show was a statement that said that you would like to enhance the aesthetic appearance while empowering self-image of women by building their self-confidence in who they are naturally. And I think that that's just a beautiful statement. And again, it goes along with what you just got done talking about meeting women where they are. So what do you say to the women you meet? And I'm sure you meet them all the time who say, I can't do that. I can't pull off the natural hair. I can't do makeup. What do you advise them?
Well, and that's a real good question, Shelley, because people like me, I enjoy helping people like that. I help bring out their natural beauty. A lot of women do come and they've never worn makeup before, or they've maybe done a fashion show before, but it's something that they desire to do, and they want to do it right, and they don't want to, you know, look foolish, so to speak. And so that's my job. My job is to listen to my client, listen to that woman, and find out where her needs are. And again, meeting them where they are, because we're all in different levels in life. And so that's very, very important to me. And to bring out that natural beauty, that's the way that it's done. You have to be a good listener and fulfill my customer or the woman's needs, I should say.
Right. Now, you've spanned, again, as we say, many different areas, from visual to radio to dance and modeling and makeup and hair and all of those things. How do they all come together, and what has been that one thread that carries you through all of those aesthetics?
Well, another one of my mottos, Shelley, is to live life and don't let life live me. So I am living my life. I am doing what I love to do, what I enjoy doing, which is enhancing other people's lives. That enhances your life naturally, because I take my God-given talents and I share them with other people, and vice versa. And when that happens, it only elevates everybody. So that's how I feel about it. And so yeah, I do wear several different hats, but there are things that I love doing. And I feel like they're pretty much all in the entertainment industry.
Right.
And so it's very I have a very creative mind, patting myself on the back a little bit.
Yeah, you do.
But for the creative people, we all understand that. And so whether I'm doing makeup or working with the film festival or being a professional model, all of that's the entertainment industry. So when you say, you know, how do you put them all together, I think they all go together really quite naturally.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know something else that you do, and that's going to bring us into talking in the next segment, getting into the show, is you're really good about bringing people together from all of those different areas and those different aesthetics. So what advice do you have, especially given to our students out there who are in so many different various areas, and a lot of times people don't work together? What advice do you have about networking in these different areas?
I say, first of all, be open to people, loving, giving, and caring. And have a passion about what you do, because that passion is going to come across quite naturally. If you are a fish out of water, that means you're doing something that is not natural to you. Creatively, it's going to come across that way. If you're doing something that just because you saw somebody else do it, now I want to do it, it's not going to work that way. I said, first of all, have a heart and a passion for the gifts that God has given us all, really, and follow those visions. They come quite naturally, we just have to listen sometimes.
Okay. All right, we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of this show, and that's talking about the Nubian natural hair and fashion show when we come back. And it's going to be, it's a jam-packed night of events.
It is.
You should really do a weekend. Oh. Maybe next year.
Yeah, maybe next year.
We'll move towards that, and we'll be right back on UAPB Currents.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it?
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got? Or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, baby.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back to UAPB Currents, and again we're joined by Angel Burt, who is here talking about the Nubian natural hair and fashion show that will be taking place on February 20th at the Metroplex Event Center in Little Rock, Arkansas. So tell us a little bit about this event, start out, I guess, by telling us how it came to your mind and your heart to want to put on this event.
Well, again, Shelley, I'm a professional model and have been for over 20 years now. And I've been natural now for about 10 years. Okay. And I've had this desire to actually do a natural hair show for about 3 years now. I work with a lot of the local fashion shows in the city, either as a stage manager, a makeup artist, a confidant, different aspects. Right. And so when I'm doing that, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna make sure that I get a show in one of these days myself. I've also done my own shows over in Europe when I was over there for about 3 years in Germany. So I had the opportunity of putting on my own shows and just been having this desire to recreate it again. Mm-hmm. And so voila, here we are.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Now, I know that a portion of the proceeds from the Natural Hair and Fashion Show benefit the James 127 Foundation. So tell us a little bit about the James 127 Foundation and how you became involved with working with them.
Absolutely. James 120 Foundation is a foundation that is for women in Kenya, Africa, who have lost their husbands to AIDS. And this foundation gives them an opportunity to go to a vocational training school to learn to do seamstress, or become a seamstress, I should say, mm-hmm. and also to make jewelry. So after they finish the vocational training, they get an opportunity to work for the design line, which is called Judith and James. So our purpose, our mission, the Angel Face Beauty, is to help send some of those women to vocational training school. So part of the proceeds will benefit those women actually getting an opportunity to go to school so they can actually take care of their families.
Okay, all mm-hmm. right. Now, the Nubian Natural Hair and Fashion Show is titled as a fashion, film, and fundraiser. So let's start talking about those different aspects, and let's begin where you left off with the Judith and James and how they're going to also be showcased in this show.
Absolutely. And one thing I do want to mention is it's definitely an honor and celebration of Black History Month. So it's all fitting. Mm-hmm. And so the Nubian natural hair right now, well, let me just say this, fashion is trending. Mm-hmm. Natural hair is trending, but I do believe, Shelley, that natural hair is a movement that is really here to stay. Right. So this is giving our Nubian queens an opportunity to showcase their natural hairstyles and rock them. And also along with that, an awareness piece, what's going on in our motherland, in Africa, what's happening with the people over there, because sometimes I think we're not aware, we don't know what's really going on. If you don't see it, if you're not living there, right, or getting the right information, then you don't know what's happening. But once you become aware, then that's the opportunity. It's an opportunity for us all to get involved and do something and help others and be involved in that.
Absolutely. Right. So how then what information are we going to learn about Judith and James and the James Foundation at the fashion show? How will the people who come out, and we know you're coming, how will the people who come out be exposed to what's going on there and what these women are creating?
Yes, we're actually going to have the actual clothes that these women are making are going to rock the runway. Okay. The founder of the foundation, which is Anna Taylor, she's actually a native of Little Rock, Arkansas. Oh, wow. She did missionary work over in Kenya at a very young age, ended up going to high school in Kenya her last year, graduated from the University of Arkansas at Fayetteville, went back to Kenya, saw this need, learned to sew herself, and started this foundation to help these women to make money, a decent living for their families when they were doing things that maybe negatively that they shouldn't be doing to make money. Right. So after they go through the training, they get an opportunity to work for Judith and James and actually create these beautiful garments. So I'm excited. I'm so happy to be a part of showing the outfits or the designs that these women have actually created. Right. Yeah, so it's going to be a big part.
Okay. Now tell us how the hair and fashion show is going to play out without telling everybody what, without giving away all of the secrets. So tell us what we can expect from the hair and fashion show.
Well, you're going to be intrigued and you're going to be taken back in time from the beginning of time, so to speak. We're going to have Adam and Eve. We're going to have like different scenes and different things going on. We're going to have fashion designers, local fashion designer Ruby Rue did some wonderful designs. The opening scene is all in black, all elegant gowns and jumpsuits that are absolutely beautiful. This particular scene is called the Galaxy. So the women will be demonstrating diamonds all over, like on the face and on the arms. So each designer has a scene, if you will. So it's a little bit eclectic, a little bit different than your normal kind of fashion New York runway sort of thing. This is more like family. It's eclectic. A little bit different. I want people to feel like they're a part of the show, and also getting a message. So the scenes will tell the story of the designer, so to speak. And so everyone will be amazed and have a wonderful time seeing all the different fashions. As well as these are going to be, they're going to be designers from Kenya, Africa, as well as from Ghana. So I'm really excited about those fashions as well.
All right, and so really this is more of a show, again, you add in another one of the components that I know that you've worked in, which is theater, and so you're adding some of those components into it, more of it being an actual all-encompassing show than just a runway show, because I know you said that there'll be some dance and movement incorporated into it as well.
It'll be dance and movement. The Young Stars, which is an African hip-hop dance group, will be performing during or after intermission. So again, you're right, it's all creative and all the things that I love doing, being a part of theater. I've been a part of dance, fashion, so it's the vision all coming together. And I'm really excited about it. Again, it's an awareness piece for people during Black History Month. We're also going to be honoring the elders and some of the community leaders that have done things in the community. They're going to all be there, and we're going to acknowledge their presence of being a part of this wonderful Black History celebration.
Okay, all right. And we're not done. There's still more that we haven't talked about yet. But we'll talk about that when we come back from break. Again, the natural hair and fashion, Nubian natural hair and fashion show that'll be taking place in Little Rock, Arkansas, February 20th at the Metroplex Event Center. Contact the number and information for more to find out about it. We'll be right back on UAPB Currents.
Hey Gabby, how you doing? How's the play date and sleepover?
Dad, it was great.
Awesome. Okay, I'm on my way. Hey guys, what are you doing?
We're going swimming. We're going biking. Yeah!
I'll see you in a little bit, guys. I love you.
Hi, babe. How was school today?
Hi, Dad. It was great.
Okay, honey. I'll be home soon. Remember, you're never too far away from your kids to be a dad. Reach out and take a second to check in, because sometimes the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Welcome back to UAPB Currents. Again, we're joined by Angel Burt, who is here speaking about one of the many things that she does. And this time we're talking about the Nubian Natural Hair and Fashion Show. And the theme of it is embracing your natural beauty.
Embracing your natural beauty.
Embracing your natural beauty. And one of the other things that you work with everything. Angel, you just are everywhere.
I just love life.
You're just everywhere. We're going to have you come back for about 12 more shows talking about all of the other things that you have.
To.
But we're definitely going to have you come back and talk about the Arkansas Black Film Festival. And that is how you're incorporating the film aspect into this show that has so many components. You're going to be there all night. It's going to be
having a lot of fun.
It's going to be well worth the money spent, if not for the proceeds that are going to the nonprofit organization, but for the actual event itself. So tell us a little bit about the film festival and how the film that is being presented, the trailer that's going to be presented, is incorporated into the show.
Yeah, Shirley, well, as you know, I'm the co-founder of the Arkansas Black Independent Film Festival. So, excuse me, in putting on this event, of course I had to have a film component in there. And it's like the right fitting component.
Yeah.
The Natural Woman is a documentary, actually, that talks about women transitioning to natural hair, what that really means for a woman of color, what it really means for a Black woman, and what that transition really kind of encompasses for her, what she's going through. So I think it's going to be a wonderful film for women to be able to view in the week to come. But what we're doing at the show, we're actually going to show the trailer, and the trailer is going to be like a tickler, if you will, to lead people into coming to Pyramid Gallery that following Wednesday on February the 24th, and actually to view the entire film, which we're calling a Natural Hair Meetup, and we'll have a panel discussion with Cindy Hurst herself, who is the actual filmmaker.
And that's going to be wonderful.
Yes.
And it fits perfectly. A natural hair film at the Natural Hair and Fashion Show. So it's a great place to present that trailer. And you're going to have hosts for the evening, and one of those hosts is going to be Pine Bluff's own, and we claim him even though he technically was not born in Pine Bluff, but he's Pine Bluff's own because he's a zebra, because zebras.
He went to school here.
Yeah, because zebras, and that's that's Epiphany Morrow.
Yes.
And Bijou are going to be your hosts for the evening.
Yes, absolutely. Piff has been doing a lot of wonderful things in the community himself. Has been very inspiring young man. And like you said, he's a zebra. And they're both natives of Arkansas, and I think it's very, very fitting. Bijou's family has an African background. She's a wonderful songstress and has done a lot of wonderful things in the community as well. I tell everybody this is a grassroots production with pizzazz, okay? So it's everyone's from right there in the community, and it's a community involvement and event that's going to be very well received, I do believe.
And everybody is pitching in.
Everybody's pitching in, right? That's what we all dream of. We all want to, this is the unit, this is the unity that I feel like we all strive for and that we need, and this is a perfect example of that.
Now tell us about some of the people who are going to be a part of the show. Some of the models are not necessarily 24/7 models who are
you
part
know what?
of it.
Absolutely. Embracing your natural beauty is the theme of the show. And it's, again, meeting people where they are, being proud of who we are, being proud of your Blackness, and also if you have a vision or you've ever wanted to model before. A lot of women in their lifetime, I wanted to do this, but I hadn't had the opportunity. And so I just tell people to come with their hearts and come with their desires, and I can bring out the rest. So as a model coach, as a professional model, I've worked with these women and helped them to become or bring out the model that's already naturally there in them. And let me tell you, they are fierce and they've been working really hard.
And I think that that's just a beautiful thing because it's an empowering thing. It is an empowering thing because, like you said, there are so many people and they see these glamorous, beautiful women who are rocking the runway and in these shows, and they do fantasize about being a part of that and being that, and now they have an opportunity.
Yeah, and self-esteem is really important, and however you get it, at whatever age you receive it, it's always good. And for me to be a part of that, and people allow me to be a part of that, is really the energy that I think is carrying the Nubian Natural Hair and Fashion Show. And so people need to come out and be a part of all that beauty.
Absolutely. Enhancing their natural beauty, and also another theme to add to that is empowering women in their natural aspects of where they are. So yes, everyone needs to come out to this event, and I'm going to let you go ahead and invite everyone to the event. tell them what they can expect and to make sure that they're there.
Absolutely. We are having a pre-show that starts at 5 o'clock. The actual big show, if you will start at it opens at 7 and it'll begin at 8 o'clock. But for more information, you can go to angelfacebeauty.org.
Okay. Again, remember that this event is taking place on February 20th at the Metroplex Event Center in Little Rock, Arkansas. For more information, you can contact Angel at the contact information below. And you don't want to miss it. It's a night full of events, local artists, local models, local performers. It's just going to be a beautiful event with an excellent purpose. So make sure that you go out, and until next time when Angel comes back to talk about one of her many, many other projects.
And thank you, Shelley, for allowing me to come on today.
Oh, absolutely.
I really appreciate it and love you very much for doing it.
Oh, thanks so much. And we do look forward to having you come back and talking about the film festival.
I'll be here.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We want you to talk about that. And we will see you next time when she comes back to talk about the film festival on UAPB Currents.